Well, there was a New York Times article by a guy named Nelson Schwartz talking about income inequality in the context of cruise lines, some of which, including Norwegian and Royal Caribbean, have decided to create special enclaves, special cloisters aboard their ships that are just for the people who are willing to pay a lot more to sail. And essentially those people get special treatment, special restaurants, less waiting in line or no waiting in line, no having to bump into people in that sort of shopping mall atmosphere down on the main deck. And the New York Times, of course, sees this as an indicator of our income inequality problem in this country. And I just thought, what sweet irony. I mean, the Times is in effect saying, income inequality, it's not just for the poor anymore. It's hitting the middle class hard too.
It's nice of them to notice after all these years.
Yeah, you gotta gin up the outrage about something, right? I mean, you got to keep this ball rolling. I think that's a great topic. You're on a luxury cruise, and you want a little, maybe you don't want to do the bottomless buffet and the shows at 8 and 10, and now all of a sudden you're worse than Hitler.
Well,
so yeah, I get it.
And they take it to another level where they say, not only, one of the problems is that it inspires envy on the other passengers, I suppose down in steerage, as they used to call it.
They're hanging out with Leo DiCaprio.
But
that's right, down in steerage.
They catch.
Exactly. But the other problem is that there are CEOs of these cruise lines who say, hey, a little envy isn't a bad thing. It makes people want it.
Yeah, sure. It's like, well, I mean, my take on this is the same as my take on everything. What's the freedom angle? And the freedom angle is if you want to spend extra money to do something like that, then that's your business, and who's going to tell you no?
Well, Bill, since we've never actually done a recorded video conference call like this, I feel like you need to put a button on it. Do you want to take us out with music and close us?
I'll take us out with something much more important than that. If you're watching this, it's because you've become a member of PJTV.com. I'm sorry, of BillWhittle.com. There's a little slip for you. If you're one of the people that
you can retake that.
Yeah, I'll just read. This will be take 2. And scene. And 5, 4, 3, 2. I hate it when people do that. As an editor, people say, "Can I get another take on that?" They go, "Sure." And 3. I can actually make the cut.
That's right.
No, for those of you that moved over, and a fair number of you have, thank you very much. And this is members-only content where we used to, we've always done a conference call, but we're thinking we might do it on Skype in order to get our cameras all set up. And if you're watching this now, it's because you've decided to actually part with a little money, which will go to the 3 of us and keep us from being out on the street with a cup of pencils. And we're very grateful for that. So we'll start seeing you with new episodes on Wednesday the 27th. One way or another. I got a feeling that the Stratosphere Lounge, the worst produced show on the internet, is now going to have some serious competition.
That's right.
But, we got to do what we got to do.
I've been giving you a run for your money over at the Scott Ott Show every Thursday night. So, yours is no longer the worst produced show on the internet.
People will I think they'll just be so grateful to see our faces that they probably won't be able to tell any errors because they won't be able to see through the weeping.
Do you think we should wear veils because the glory may be too intense?
For an extra $5 per membership month, I will take the hood off of my teleprompter and drape it across my face.
What we ought to do is we ought to have like glasses, like eclipse watching glasses, like paper, like real dark lenses with paper cut out, and we can just kind of submit that. My mic is in the shot here, right?
Yes, it is.